Hello and welcome to this week's Health Drop. This week we're dealing with the subject of dairy. Now when we talk about dairy, we usually talk about milk, cheese, eggs, and butter, the four most consumable forms of dairy. Now most of us were raised to believe that dairy was the best form of calcium that we could get. But in fact, dairy is not the best form of calcium we can get. As a matter of fact, here are 4 other foods that give you much more calcium than dairy.
Hamburgers.
No, Scooby, hamburgers are not high in calcium. Starting with beet greens, followed by almonds. Then we have oranges. And finally, the most calcium you're going to grab out of these 4, kale. What they did not tell us about dairy products is it causes 2 relatives to show up in your body that do great damage to your body. The first being inflammation. Now, inflammation is produced naturally in the body, but when it's introduced to the body, it creates severe high amounts, and it can settle in various parts of your body. When it settles around your tendons and your ligaments and your joints, it can eat away at them, and it shows up in a form called arthritis. When it shows up around your bronchial tubes, it's called bronchitis. Any itis in your body is attributed to inflammation. No, wait, except that kind of itis. Please, carry on. The second relative that shows up is called mucus. Now, mucus is a much thicker form of inflammation, and mucus coats your organs, causing them to have stress when they try to work, and sometimes it can cause them not to be able to function at all. Yes, this is a character you do not want to see. I'm the biggest, baddest mucus. Well, you're not so tough. Have you met our friends, omega-3s? Omega-3s help to get rid of mucus. I'm out of here. Why do we want to get rid of mucus so bad? Simply put, research shows that every time they find cancer, they find mucus around it. It's like a breeding ground, a bed, a protection for the cancer to grow. As a matter of fact, when they diagnose and do autopsies on Alzheimer's victims, they find mucus usually coating the brain. Fortunately, there's so many other options out here other than dairy now. Remember as a kid, they sold us dairy as chocolate milk. And they would tell us things like chocolate milk comes from a chocolate cow drinking chocolate water from a chocolate stream. Now we have other alternatives such as plant-based milks, various milks that are higher in vitamins and nutrients than our friends the cows produce. And Gumi? Yes, we're talking about your milk.
Man, I don't need this. I'm just gonna go work for Chick-fil-A.
This has been your weekly Health Drop.